I really think China is the future. That's very impressive. China has better highways and definitely better trains than the United States.
Yeah.
By far, okay. In fact, I had a great experience taking the bullet train from Beijing to Xi'an to see the terracotta warriors.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, it was a great experience.
Yeah.
What attracts me most about China's 5-year plan is the tremendous commitment to a low-carbon economy and ultimately to a sustainable energy economy. In the 5-year plan, China is committed to reach peak carbon emissions sooner than 2030 and to have a sustainable energy economy by 2060. These are very aggressive goals, and I think they're great goals, and I wish more countries actually had these goals. I'm very confident about Tesla's future in China. The Chinese economy, I think, is going to do extremely well over the next decade and will become the biggest economy in the world. And it's also committed to a sustainable energy future, and Tesla is doing both of those things. So we're building cars. We have China, I think long term will be our biggest market, both where we make the most number of vehicles and where we have the most number of customers. I would like to strike an optimistic note and say that I'm very confident that the future in China is going to be great, and that China is headed towards being the biggest economy in the world and a lot of prosperity in the future. And this 5-year plan is going to be a part of making that prosperity happen.
Let's talk about China. China is the world's largest auto market. China is also, it's a growing electric vehicle market too. It's soon to be the world's largest there. China needs your technology. Is China really aware of that? Do you get that sense?
Yes, China is definitely aware of Tesla. I've had a number of high-level meetings with the Chinese government. And in fact, the Minister of Finance recently mentioned Tesla in a speech that he gave.
Oh wow!
As a good example.
Yeah.
Actually, he likes what we're doing.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And then last year we, in an effort to help the rest of industry and just sort of kind of be a good neighbor, we open sourced all of our patents. So any company in China or elsewhere can use our patents to create electric vehicles.
Oh, wow.
So we actually have a supercharging network throughout China. You can go, at this point, almost anywhere in China using the Tesla supercharger network. And then we've got, there's a whole bunch of third-party affiliate destination chargers. And we've actually had people drive all the way from Beijing to Tibet.
Yeah.
So it's
wow.
Yeah, in a Model S.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
We've talked about innovation in China, and I thought your answer was really interesting, and it'd be cool to share it with the audience here. What is the example of made in China innovation that you thought, wow, that's pretty cool?
Well, I think actually a lot of the social media services in China, Weibo, WeChat. Pretty impressive. I think better than what is available in the US.
Yeah. Are you on WeChat?
I am actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's true that in dense cities, rooftop solar is not going to solve the energy need. Yeah. But what you can do is have ground mount solar power, let's say near Hong Kong, tapping into the existing power lines that are coming in, so you can supply Hong Kong with solar power. We just need to be coming from a land area that's not too far away. And I mean, it's worth noting, certainly, China has actually an enormous land area, much of which is hardly occupied at all. Given that the Chinese population is so concentrated along the coast, once you go inland, the population in some cases is remarkably tiny. So you could easily power all of China with solar.
All of China with solar?
Easily, yeah. Yeah, no, easy.
The world's most populous country.
Yep, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm really excited to be here in Shanghai for the Shanghai Gigafactory, which is, I think, the Tesla China team has done an amazing job. Really mind-blowing. Like, I'm just astounded by how good the job is and how much progress has been made. And I think it's a good story for the world and to say, like, look how much progress you can make in China. This is extremely impressive. Like, my hat is off. You know, you guys rock. So I've never seen anything built so fast in my life before, to be totally frank. And I've seen some crazy things. So, you know, I think it's like, I really think China is the future. That's very impressive. And there's also some great progress on entrepreneurial rocket companies in China as well. I believe 2 have made orbit, and it's very difficult, very hard to make orbit. Achieving orbit, I have great respect. This is very hard. In the case of China, we want to establish service infrastructure, charging infrastructure throughout the country. So we're going to make a big investment in charging and service. And then probably in about 3 or 4 years, we expect to do local production of cars. Because it's not going to make sense long term to be transporting cars from California to China. It makes more sense to do local market production. And I think we'll probably have an engineering and development center in China as well.
What is your plan to build the charging network in China?
So we have a technology called the supercharger, which is a very high-speed charging capability. And we are going to be placing superchargers throughout China. So you'll be able to drive almost anywhere. Maybe not the desert in the interior, but almost anywhere on the coast, let's say. And using the Tesla supercharger network. And our superchargers combine high-speed charging with solar panels, which is an important combination to address both the generation of energy and the use of energy.
So you don't have to work with like a safe grid.
We don't have to, and it's possible for us to make the charging stations completely independent of the grid. Because we also add a stationary battery pack. So the solar panels charge the stationary battery pack, which charges the car, which gives a 24-hour-a-day charging capability. However, it's usually still advantageous to connect to the grid because there are times when we will produce excess energy that we can then provide back to the grid because we want each charge station to be energy positive. In fact, I didn't even realize that I was well known in China. I didn't realize that at all. So, so it was kind of a surprise. But certainly, I feel very honored and very well received, and feel very welcome.